Hello, mate. You do not recognize me. All right. Is my microphone on? It's microphone on time. Yes. Guys, my name is Victor Asuncion. I am the president and CEO of Nsky Solar Corporation. And today we're going to talk about these things right here. Yee! These are called MC4 connectors. Okay, nagkakalat na ako dito. Hindi maganda yung ginagawa ko. MC4 connectors is essential sa solar installation mo. Bakit? Siyempre, it's the one that connects all of your high voltage DC interconnections, di ba? Yung stringing natin, from panel to panel interconnection, ito ang ginagamit natin, MC4 connectors. Why is it important? Bakit MC4 ang ginagamit natin? Bakit hindi na lang yung standard na plug or XT60? Bakit kailangan MC4 connector? That is really good questions, guys. The reason why we're using MC4 connectors is because, number one, yung property niya of being sealed. Di siya papasukin ng tubig, di siya papasukin ng dumi. May iwasan natin yung corrosion ng mga connection points natin, di ba? It is also polarized. Alam mo yun, male and female. Alam mo yun, male goes to female and female goes to male. So kung male to male, hindi mo siya mapagko-connect. So yung solar installation natin, yung mga solar installers natin sa bubong, hindi sila pwedeng magkamali. That's another secret feature that it has, di ba? Yung MC4 connector natin. Another thing is, mapapansin mo, you see the red thing dyan. Yung red na yan is what allows it, it's an O-ring actually. It's what allows it to be waterproof. Kasi once na nag-connect na yan sa loob, hindi na yan, these are non-functional ones. Once na nag-connect na yan sa loob, nag-click, narinig mo yung click, ibig sabihin nun, sealed na siya. Wala nang papasok na tubig dyan, nor dumi, nor moisture, hindi na siya papasukin. Okay? Same thing as yung nasa likod. Sa likod niyan, meron din yan mga O-ring present. Yan, see that? Yung blue. And then, once hinigpitan mo na yan ng hinigpitan to the point na nag-lock na siya, lock na, mapapansin mo, look at that. Look at that. Nakikita nyo ba yan? Wait lang. Let's let it focus. Mapapansin nyo at nag-close na siya. Yumakap na siya sa wire mo. So, ibig sabihin nun, na safe yung interconnection mo. And lastly, the most important thing about yung MC4 connectors natin is yung UV resistance niya. The plastic material that was used to create the MC4 connector is resistant to the ultraviolet rays of the sun. Ibig sabihin, bilad mo yan sa init ng araw for 20 years and beyond. Hindi yan magbibrittle. At pag pinukpok po ng martilyo yan, nandyan pa rin yung rigidity niya and structure niya. Siyempre, huwag mong pupukpukin ng martilyo. So basically, yun yung mga properties na meron tayo sa MC4 connector natin. Di ba? Male and female MC4 connector. But this video does not end just there. I'm going to teach you how to crimp these MC4 connectors to make sure na tama ang crimping mo sa MC4 mo. So for all the solar installers out there that are watching this video, crimp nyo na maayos yung MC4 connector nyo kasi it's a make or break. It's like the Achilles heel. Pag dito pa lang nagka-problema ka, your solar energy system worth millions and millions of pesos may crumble down to its knees dahil of a poor MC4 crimp. Plus, ito sinasabi ko sa mga solar installers dyan, especially the ones who will come work for Nsky Solar, there will be hundreds and thousands of MC4 connections on the roof. The question is, if your system fails, paano mo malalaman kung which one of those 1,000 MC4 connectors ang nag-fail? Kaya it's important we learn properly and we execute even better. So yun, guys. We'll talk about the MC4 connectors. Alam nyo na yung theory, alam nyo na yung reason, yung point bakit itong ginagamit. So if you have a solar project and guess what? Pagdating mo sa bubong, na-realize mo, hala, nakalimutan ko pala yung MC4 connector. Or worst, kulang pala ako ng isang piraso. Kulang ako ng isang pair. Huwag mo na lang sabihin kahit kanino. Pero isa-splice ko na lang to tapos lalagyan ko ng electrical tape. Okay? Any base. Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? Mali yun. Hindi yun pwede. Hindi natin pwedeng gawin yon. Just because of the factors that I just discussed. Yung features nito which is being UV rated and at the very same time water resistant. Siyempre, pag in-splice mo lang yon by hand, by plies, and then in electrical tape mo, those properties are not present. Yung electrical tape mo na yan, siyempre, malulusaw lang din yan sa init ng araw, sa katagalan ng panahon. Okay, baka 6 months pa lang yung electrical tape mo tunaw na sa init dito sa Pilipinas, tsaka sa tubig. Alright, so now these are the MC4 connectors. Let's throw them away. Siyempre, it's always a rule ha. Always use fresh new MC4 connectors. Yung mga pins niyan, siyempre, over time nagde-degrade siya at nagko-corrode. Lalo na kung exposed. That is also the reason why they are kept in a sealed bag. Makikita mo yung pins usually kasama niya. So these are MC4 connectors. Okay, so what are the tools that is required in order for you to be able to do your MC4 crimping? Aakyat ka sa bubong, ano yung tools na kailangan mo? So let's open the toolbox right here. Number 1 tool you need. Gusto ko sanang pakita sa inyo yung toolbox ko pero syempre proud. Number 1 thing you need is your MC4 crimping tool. Make sure you use a good quality brand because when you do the crimp on your terminals, gusto mo you have that heart shape. The MC4 crimping tool allows you to get that heart shape crimp. Next, what else do you need? In particular, you need also your wire stripper. Here is your wire stripper. Ayan oh. This is my favorite one. This is by Irwin Tools. Maganda siya. Super handy dandy. It can crimp THHN. It can crimp. It make balat THHN and it can make balat AC DC cables. So pareho, whichever you like. But syempre, makikita mo dito is meron lang din limitation kung anong klaseng size. 2.6, ayan. Hanggang gauge 10 siya. 2.6 millimeter. So if you're going to be wire stripping something thicker, then I suggest you use another tool. I am a firm believer of use the right tool, make your job easier. Okay. All right. You can also use, when you're holding the wires, some of these, what I really love using is this fully plastic insulated pliers. Na-safe ka dito, okay? This is rated for 1,000 volts. Kasi, ang problem kasi with DC, high DC, lalo na kung commercial grade, yung 1,000 volts na yon, dude, I wouldn't suggest you to hold it with your own hands. It's 1,000 volts DC. So this is fully plastic, but durable plastic. Hindi ko na lang alam kung ano yung material ginamit. But, ganda. Really enjoy it. Okay. So, of course, we have the tools. Ayan na. Make sure, bago kayo umakyat ng bubong, kumpleto na kayo sa mga gamit nyo. Siyempre, kasi magki-crimp tayo. And then, don't forget your MC4 connector. Kasi pag umakyat ka, tapos nakalimutan mo, bababa ka na naman agad. Trust me. And then, may isa pang tool, nakalimutan ko. I'm so sorry. It is your MC4 lock. Panghigpit. Sometimes kasi, I just use my hands. But this is also a tool that is very useful if you're going to be crimping more than 100 MC4s. Kasi makakatulong siya. Hindi sasakit yung kamay mo. Baka magpaltos ka pa eh. Ganun. Alright. So, then, syempre, the wire. Kukuha lang ako ng wire doon and then I'll come back to you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We have two types of wire here. We have our 6mm square and then we have our 4.0mm square. Remember that your MC4 connector, kailangan tama siya dun sa wire mo. Yung MC4 connector na mga lumalabas na bago is capable of handling 1,000 to 1,500 volts. Even yung 6.0mm square na wire pwede na sa kanya. But if you're going to get those old MC4 connectors, yung mga luma na, hindi pa yon ready for 6.0 wire. So that's something that you need to understand and discover. Lalapit ko lang ng onte because we're gonna start talking about the small things about the the MC4 connector. Okay. So, these MC4 connector we're using, these are already rated for 1,500 volts and 6.0. So, mataas ang current acceptance niya na. So, we're good. We can crimp one to the 6.0 and we can crimp the other one sa pula na 4.0 millimeter for this demonstration. Okay. So, now, I want to discuss with you, what do you see when you open your MC4 connector pack? You will get your two plastic cases right here, or mismo yung MC4 connector, and then you will get your pins. Now, the pins are of different sizes, okay? Different color siya. Alright? Ay, different color? Ano ba yung sinasabi kong gulo? Different size siya. Different, parang itsura yung meron siya. Okay? So, when you're looking at this is the... Hirap naman. Alam mo, wait, I'm just gonna take yung face detect. Mas madali. Yan, dito na lang. Perfect. Scrap the other one. Okay. What happens when you open your pack of MC4 connectors? Dito tayo sa gitna. Okay. What do you get? You get your pins right here, and then you get your MC4 connector itself. I know, guys, this is where a lot of confusion comes from. Okay? So, ito yung male. Okay? So, ideally, the male enters the female. Correct? Ganun naman talaga eh. The male enters the female. Sa pins. And then, for the plastic one, the male enters the female. Okay? Oh, bakit? Yun. Ayan. The male enters the female. Okay? Hindi ko na muna papasok kasi syempre, ang mangyayari is maglalak siya. But here's the confusion. Ang iniisip ng maraming bago sa solar is yung male-male partner. Male-male partner. And then, female-female partner. Mali. Yung papasok sa loob ng male na plastic is a female pin. The reason I'm discussing this with you guys is because almost 80% of the time, yung solar installer nalilito. So remember, the bigger conducting terminal piece goes inside the male. Kita mo, kahit ako, nalilito, the male. Alright, so, ang suggestion ko sa mga solar installers, separate mo na yan. Kaya, some companies, ang ginagawa nila, pinagsasama nila ito at pinagsasama na nila ito. Can you hold for a moment? This is important. Alright, so let's get back. I'm sorry. Daming tumatawag sa akin. Ito na naman tayo eh. So, the bigger piece na conductor, the terminal, should go to the male, and then the smaller piece should go to the female. Okay? So, let's give it a try right now. Always remember, so you got your wire. Ito, naka-pre-cut na siya. Medyo mas madali na lang, but basically, you're going to strip it. Once you strip it, you have to remember na the size and the length of your conductor na nakalabas, should be able to fit yung size. Hindi pwedeng masyado mahaba at masyado maikli. Kung masyado naman mahaba na ganyan na, umabot na dito. Oops, ano ba to? Yan. Hindi na papasok tong MC4 connector, hindi na to papasok. Hindi na siya papasok. You know what I mean? So, kailangan saktong-sakto lang. This length is the perfect one. Papunta dyan. Alright. Nagamit mo na yung stripper mo. Cut mo na siya. Okay? Now, it's time for your MC4 crimper. One of the techniques that I do is ito. ano yung kikrimp natin? 4.0. Meron din tong meron din siyang nakalagay dyan ng 4.0, 6.0. So, susundan mo yon. Kasi yun yung tamang pressure sa pagyakap dun sa pins eh. So, let's go to 4. Technique na ginagawa ko is, iniipit ko na siya. Yung pin muna. And then, at least ito, hahawakan ko na lang. Papasok ko sa pin. And then, boom. Crimped. This is what you will be able to call a perfectly crimped terminal. Makikita mo, kung nakikita nyo sa camera, parang nag-heart shape siya, yumakap siya. Tapos i-pull test mo. Pull test. Pull test. Pull test. Pull test. Pag na-pull test mo na siya, that is a perfectly crimped, nakikita mo. Para akong makeup vlogger, nakikita mo yan. Yan. Perfectly crimped. Hindi kasi kaya ng close-up nitong Osmo. Perfectly crimped. Perfectly crimped. Okay. Crimp mo na siya. Anong gagamitin natin? Ito or ito? Ito or ito? Malilito kapag ito nilagay mo. Patay. Putol na naman. Solid rate deduction. So ngayon, remember when you're doing the solar installation. Pag ito pinasok mo na, nag-click na yan, wala na. Goodbye ka na, bro. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo na ipasok yung takip, yung ceiling nut niya. Paano mo pa ipapasok? Installation to Yung dulo nitong wire na to, nandun sa inverter malayo. 30-50 meters away. Paano mo to papasok? Mamagic mo, hindi mo naman pwedeng gawin yun. Hindi mo naman siyang pwedeng ipasok na dito. Di ba? So ngayon, huwag mong kakalimutan na ipasok mo muna yung lock. And then this is next. Susuot mo na to. May maririnig kayong click. Yon. Click. Pull test. Nag-lock na siya. Lock na. Huwag nyo rin kakalimutan yung O-ring Yung ceiling O-ring. Yan. Lock na siya. And then, boom. Doon papasok to. Kasi isipin mo, gaganyan-ganyan ka. Magagawa mo naman, no problem. Ito, para siya sa ibang version siguro to. But ganyan siya. Tapos, hihigpitan mo. And this one naman goes into, ibang version nga itong Kiko para sa ibang siya. Okay? But basically, you do that and there's another one tapos pipihitin mo siya. Kasi ito nakakapagod to yung ganyan. Ako nga, isa pa lang sakit na ng kamay ko. Hindi mo naman pwedeng gamitin to. Ganyan, tapos ganon. Bakit? Kasi magagasgas Madadamage. So, ganyan. Tingnan mo kung properly sealed na siya dito sa likod. Pag nakita mo yung blue na yan, sealed na yan. Ayan Paano pa papasok ang tubig dyan? Paano pa papasok kahit ano dyan? Wala na yan. Gusto mo i-water test mo pa yan. So, ito naman na makikita mo sa loob, makikita mo yung pin exposed. Nasa sentrong-sentro siya. The next one, sige, dito na lang natin, gamitan natin sa 6.0. Okay? Go. Okay. Medyo mas makapal ang 6.0 kasi mas malaki yung current na naka-carry niya. What you do with this na ngayon is get your next pin. Okay? Simplify mo lang. Whenever you're working on the roof, presence of mind. Isipin mo, pag ginagawa mo to sa lamesa, madali, kahit sino sa tingin ko kayang gawin. Pero gawin mo to sa init na almost 38 degrees Celsius na init. Bilad ka sa araw. At pag nagkamali ka, mahuhulog ka at mamamatay ka. So medyo may risk. Same process, MC4 connector, MC4 crimper, and then papasok mo yung wire, crimp. Kailangan idiretso mo yan. Ang ganda talaga ng pagka-crimp. Kung mako-consistent mo na ganyan lahat ng crimp mo, yung gagawin mo. Hindi ka magkakaproblema. Again, don't forget this. Baka mas-salary deduction ka kasi syempre, pagdating sa site, kunyari, you only have to do 10 MC4 connections. So ano lang ang ibibigay sa yung MC4 connector? 10 lang. Ngayon, pag nagkamali ka, alam yan. Malalaman yan. Lagay nyo to. And then, remember, the ceiling ring, presence of mind. May maririnig kang click. Click. And then, yun na. Higpit na ulit. Okay. So, dito pa lang, nakadalawang higpit ka na. Medyo masakit-sakit na sa kamay. Comes in handy-dandy. Sobrang laking tulong ito. Kasi kung hindi mo rin nahigpitan to ng husto, hindi maglalak yung ilalim. Tingnan mo naman ito. Yan. Maganda yung pag-seal niya doon. Okay. Now, then, you have your MC4 connector. The negative and the positive. Try natin. Makikita mo naman dito is nasa ano na siya. Nasa loob yung conducting pins niya. Alright? Pag kinonect mo siya, okay. Yan. Yun. Click. How do we know if we have a good connection dito sa dalawang to? We're going to test it. So, it would be nice to also have your multi-tester. Multi-tester, set mo siya sa continuity, and then, let's test it. Pag hindi ito tumunog, ibig sabihin, walang connection, may problema ka. So, there you go. That's how simple it is. At the end, when you have terminated all of your solar panels on the roof, and it's all connected to the disconnect breakers mo, yung mga DC disconnect breakers mo, what you'll have is a properly installed and terminated DC line for your solar energy system. So, key takeaways natin, I just want to be able to summarize with you some key takeaways that we have in this video. Is number 1, yung male and female, nagigets natin. Okay? Yung pins, huwag yung pagbabalik ta rin. Kasi imagine nyo, itong MC4 connector na to, pag napagbaliktad nyo yung pins na yan, automatic, wala na siya. That's number 1, guys, ha. Pins, wag mapagbaliktad. Okay? Number 2 is, don't forget yung takip. Mauuna yung takip. Mauuna yung takip bago mo i-close. Because, anong mangyayari? Pag hindi mo nalalagay yung takip, ano nang gagawin mo sa MC4 connector? Hindi mo naman yan pwedeng puwersahin, hilain, tapos ibalik ulit eh. Masisira na yung locking mechanism niya sa loob. Okay? So, yung takip, unahin. Presence of mind. Kahit yung most experienced solar installers, nagkakamali pa rin dito. So, reminder to. Okay. Number 3 is, huwag nyong isa-splice. Huwag nyong dahil nakalimutan nyo nga wala ng extra MC4 connector, salary deduction na mangyayari sa'yo, tatapon mo na. At isa-splice mo na lang. Yun yung mga things na hindi natin pwedeng gawin with our MC4 connector. So, yung pins are important. Ito rin, make sure na safe siya. Yung mga plastic bags, sometimes, pag binibit-bit mo siya ng ganyan, nakalagay sa bulsa mo, yung isang pin, matutusok niya yung plastic at mawawala. Pag wala yung isang pin na to, itong buong to, wala na, useless na yan. Because they all come as a set, as a pair. So that's another factor that you have to consider when you're doing your MC4 installation. Please make sure pagdating sa bubong, these are crucial connections na napaka importante. Alright, if you have any further questions regarding MC4 connectors, please comment down below so that we can assist you further and answer your questions. So these MC4 connectors are very vital to your solar installation. Okay? So thank you again for watching this video. Have a nice day ahead. It's your best friend, solar best friend, Victor Asuncion, and see you.